Hello, this is Poppy K. GRAAL era.
Hello, Poppy K.
Voted GRAAL era's best news source, most unbiased news source. And if you don't believe me, hear from Ari, the leader of Gangsters, and Kapulu, the leader of Wyvern. Aww. I am truly the best, and everyone believes so. I'm here to announce to you the end of the war with MBK. It just ended earlier today.
Yes, it did.
We've been fighting for about 3 years. It's been a ruthless fight, but I'm so glad that it is over. Peace has been made, handshakes have been exchanged, waivers have been signed, analogies have been said.
Perhaps.
But yes, the war is over. The final war against MBK happened yesterday. It was their final stand. They announced that at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that they'll be hopping on. If they didn't get the base, they would be quitting for a while or just taking a extensive break. They didn't get it at like 5 p.m. It took them a couple hours, but eventually at like maybe 9, they eventually got it and had it for a couple hours after. I believe that's when the peace was made because of a gang called Sacred, which is why I'm in BBZ with Kanna currently. Sacred tried to play on both sides, so now both gangs are going after them. If we look at Exxon's status, one of the leaders in Imperium, he says, "I don't want to hear it. Snakes don't deserve a fair fight. Also, you talk about teaming, but you teamed on us first. It's all karma." At Sacred. Coming from an unbiased source, I am always correct. And stating that fact, let me state another fact.
What's that fact, bro? You state that fact, bro.
I'm gonna state it nice and well, so all of you can hear me. Hear me in the back.
I hear you, bro.
Can you hear me in the back?
Yes.
What about now?
No.
The war is over, and now we are going to kill Sacred. Do I care about this, really? No, not really. It's whatever. But because Imperium does, I want them dead! We had a nice fight with Sacred earlier. We absolutely destroyed them. Their shift is now going to become PvP's shift. More news coming at you from the most unbiased and reliable news source on GRAAL era and the world. Kanna got a new bar. How are you liking the bar?
I hate it.
You wasted like $40 on it or something. He already had some.
I don't like it anymore. You forced me to get it, now I don't want it.
Fact! Cause I'm the most unbiased news source coming at you. I did not force him to buy it. He is wrong. Fake news. Wrong.
True.
For my other videos, I want to give some clarity because some people do not understand what I've said. Another video from Ari, the leader of Gangsters or Wyvern, has come out. I've watched that video a couple times to make sure I know what he says, to give you guys the most unbiased opinion to drill in your head so you guys believe me without a shadow of a doubt that I am correct. I'm like being a little bit ironic, but I'm actually giving my real opinion here. The joke that I made in the interview with ATM, Foxy, Ari, and Rick. Is the alliance homophobic?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, nigga.
Damn, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
For real.
Here I am trying to make us look good, and y'all.
If Foxy was gay, would you kick him out of the alliance?
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga, bro. Straight up, bro. That was ATM said, bro. Hey, are you gay, bro?
Damn, bro. Alright, well, I'm gonna just lead it off with Foxy. You got something to tell him. I expected you guys to know my humor. I'm pretty sure some of you did because I didn't see anyone really going at them for being homophobic, quote unquote. They said that I was trying to call them homophobic even though we all were laughing after that joke. I thought that made it pretty clear. They're not homophobic. There's no proof to them being homophobic. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. So now moving to Ari's videos. The claims that he's made is that I was trying to make them seem homophobic. I just stated that I wasn't really. I make these jokes all the time. I make these jokes for myself because I think they're funny. And I get it, so I'll just assume that other people got it. Another claim that he made is I'm using my following against them, like to join Imperium and help us base. Yeah, who wouldn't? I don't think that's really toxic or bad to do. If you want people to join your gang and you have an audience for it, I would think that you would try and ask them to join if you want more people. I wanted more people. Like I've always been doing every single time I base or raid or I'm in any type of gang. I make a video about it to get more people in it. The only defense that there really could be for that is they don't have that resource. Well then get that resource and just get an audience to do it. I don't think it's evil to do that. There is no real toxicity behind it or ill intent behind it. I don't hate MBK, I don't hate gangsters. Although I disapprove what they've done, it's a game though. At the end of the day, it's a game. Anything in game, I don't care that much about. It's not that deep. A lot of you have been saying to watch this video. I didn't really find much from it. All he really did was just say that I was wrong. He asked Kapulu or whatever about his thoughts on it, and they just hyped each other up and said I was wrong. There was no real proof, just screenshots of people saying random stuff that could be taken out of context. That was no proof at all. I can easily just get people to message me random stuff like they decide to jump GPN or something with a bunch of alliances. Does not mean that it's right. It's just in text and it's there. If you want to believe it, I guess. No proof there. The two stories that I've gotten from this is either them saying a bunch of gangs attacked and jumped gangstas, or a bunch of gangs jumped and attacked Grim Reapers. At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters that much. The only one thing that I've really taken from this whole situation, even though I just chose to be on Imperium side randomly, I only joined here because I'm cool with Tyler and Steph and a couple of other people in the gang. And the reason why I feel like I should stay is because the situation with MBK is pretty hypocritical. Them being in an alliance, but saying other people can't be in an alliance. That's the definition of hypocrisy. If they want to take back what they did, that's fine. If they want to say that it's wrong, that's still fine. It's just their opinion. That's all I really want to say about that, but because I'm the most unbiased news source in the world, you should all believe me. Without a shadow of a doubt, what I said here is fact and truth. Yes, thank you. That is irony. Form your own opinion. You don't have to just follow me. It's not that has to be said, but it is what it is. Alright people, I'm in the call with Kana and Kaput. They're going to be giving their input, their unbiased input, even though you guys heard from the most unbiased, trustful, and reliable news source ever. I'm giving these guys a chance. Kana, he's been helping me. He's the guy who had ulcers in his mouth.
You're gonna keep introducing me like that.
Because that's who you are.
But
When he took some bad meds, he got ulcers in his mouth and got sent to the hospital. Apparently, he didn't feel very good from it. And also
I can
Kaput,
confirm I didn't take
this
it.
guy, he helped Arcane some. He was just on both sides. He basically did what Sacred did, but except he's not being hunted and hated for it. Yes, welcome them, yes. Incredible, Kaput, yes, thank you. Incredible, yes, thank you,
You're
yes.
welcome. I only help like once on each side.
What are your thoughts on the whole situation, Mr. Kaput? Do you really
Well-
care? I mean, you don't really base much, right?
Yeah, I don't really base at all, ever. Besides when you guys ask me to help you.
Yeah, but you
And-
used to be a rank in Lights Out, correct?
Yeah, when Roland and Ronnie were the leaders.
Do you not really
before
like
4000.
Foxy?
It's not that I don't like him, it's just, it's not really fun anymore, so I just stopped. Kinda, I
Would you
guess.
say he's homophobic?
No.
That was a joke. That was a joke, by the way. That was a joke, okay? So
Yeah,
Lights
that's
Out used to be in the war, and they're with MBK. So that doesn't really sway you at all towards the MBK side.
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you think they're hypocrites for saying that people can't be in alliances, even though they were in an alliance?
I mean, that's kind of the definition, so.
Literally.
Yeah, basing in 2020 is just weird. There's so many alliances, and nobody can start a new team or new game.
Is it like a
It's
sacred
just kind
art?
of boring. Yeah, nobody actually bases anymore.
Mr. Kana, you said how you didn't like the ulcers in your mouth, correct? So you don't like sacred? Is that what that means? There's like a connection
Yeah,
there, right?
each member in Sacred is one ulcer in my mouth. Bro.
And you just want to get it out because it doesn't feel so
I
good.
just want them to fuck off.
Are you kind of glad that we're not warring MBK anymore? Because you were helping us. You were
Yeah,
helping Imperium.
Lethal is the most boring base on this planet.
It's just
But now we're
weird.
warring Sacred, doesn't even feel like a war. Like, they're just bad.
They just give up.
I
With
just kinda feel sorry
MBK,
for
they'd
them.
be fighting. MBK would fight for hours.
They just
like,
wouldn't give up
for
for hours, but I
literal
would give it to them.
hours.
Yeah.
And even after that, they would still have people PKing. Sacred just
Yeah.
gave up.
I just want the whole alliance thing to just end.
The most reliable and trusted unbiased news source, PowPK, yes.